What's up, everybody? It's your boy AD, and I'm here to do the Raw review for July 31st, 2023. Oh, man. Oh, boy. This is supposed to be a go-home show, guys. Rollins and Zayn reign supreme over the Judgment Day en route to SummerSlam. Like, this is... Oh, my gosh, man. This show was so bad. Like, I'm not even joking, man. Like, it was just that boring. Like, and I'm not even trying to be like a hater or being someone who's biased. I'm just being honest. Like, it is really difficult to sit through this show and it's 3 hours. I remember the days where Raw did used to be a little better. Like, I do remember days where Raw would come on and we would actually watch the whole show because it was interesting. But now it's just getting worse and worse. And I think one of the main reasons why is because it's just becoming so repetitive, and in particular people are like I said this a long time ago. Before the draft even happened, I said it. I'm like, Triple H is going to try to make Raw look better than SmackDown, and he's going to put all his favorites on Raw, but it's going to backfire because a lot of people he's pushing and backing aren't as over what he think, and then he just literally just changed people's ratings, and when I mean ratings, I mean their strength levels and all of that to try to push them, but it's not working. And then you keep having the same beefs in almost the same ways. I ain't even gotten to the show yet, and I just got to just say this from the beginning because it was tough to watch. I mean, remember, this is the go home show to SummerSlam, and already out the gate, it's like all of the matches that are Raw related in SummerSlam, I'm not really interested in. It's like I'm more interested in some of the SmackDown matches than the actual Raw matches, and I'm hearing people actually saying this. I'm not the only one saying this. Other people are saying it now too. Like, yo, what is up with Raw? I said that months ago that this was gonna happen because I knew what he was trying to do. I seen the difference between Raw and SmackDown and the rosters because I've been paying attention to the people before it even happened. Oh, my stuff messing up. And then once the draft happened, it just proved my point even more because I already knew what he was doing with him. So once the draft happened, he placed people right exactly where I believed it would be based off who they were. All right, but this is how the show started. Let me explain. It started with Logan Paul, so I guess they tried to do a little something different here by starting the show with them. Logan Paul infuriated Ricochet by bringing his fiancee Samantha Irvin into the conversation. Paul took down what Paul took down with the one and only. I'm just reading it. They wrote it like that with the one and only with one punch. Okay, and subsequent pre SummerSlam brawl. Now, honestly, I think some of the other clashes were a little better. I mean, we got to remember this is like the third or fourth time y'all done this, so you really need to add something new or exciting to make us more interested in this battle. I mean, yeah, I'll be a little interested in this, right? Even though I really do believe Logan is going to get his win, but the promos just wasn't that good. Is Logan saying like the same corny stuff? Ricochet has already been here, done this. They got into a fight, as you can see, and Logan just hits him with the hand, and that's so annoying too because Logan is like some like unnatural character, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost as like cheating. Like, why does this man get to have metal in his fists and just hit people with metal but considered to be all of that? And I mean, that's what bothers me about Logan Paul too. Everybody is all, oh, he's so athletic and oh, he's so built for wrestling. Okay, well then why is he running around acting like it's like his hand is like Wolverine or something? Like, make that make sense. And he's been using it to so-called knock people out dang near ever since he been here. And then here it go. Ricochet jumps off the rope. Logan just cracks him with a punch, and that's it. That's it. Like, come on. This wasn't that good. This wasn't that good. It wasn't. Sorry, man. And again, I think what would have really helped is if you made just something different happen with them, you know. But let's move on. Ludwig Kaiser defeated Matt Riddle. Nobody cares about this match. I mean, yeah, Ludwig beat him. Who cares? We've been seeing Riddle fight Imperium and this for the longest. Oh wow, Ludwig gets a win, and it don't even matter. It ain't like Ludwig gonna become some built person up or Matt Riddle either. This was just nobody would want to sit and watch this. Not even really me. Like, all right, I'm finna watch Matt Riddle go. It's not exciting. Not exciting. Not good. And again, it doesn't matter who won. Maxine versus Valhalla. I mean, I think this whole, I mean, yeah, the Alpha Academy gimmick is a little funny with Maxine, but I just think it's a little bit too much on Maxine. It should be more about the group. Like I said, ever since Maxine got in here, it's just been about her. She's been going back and forth with this Valhalla girl forever. We know Maxine is not that great in the ring. She needs to really stop doing the worm because that's crazy, man. That's kind of crazy how Otis can do the damn worm better than her. Maybe she's doing it on purpose. I don't know. She just needs to stop it. I mean, she picks up the win with some of the most basicest moves, man. I understand it's supposed to be comedy and like more of an entertainment aspect, but it's again like even with this match, like I'm not really interested in this, like I'm not. Basically what I'm saying is when they say, because I knew this was gonna happen before the Raw even started, right? Oh, Maxine Dupree versus Valhalla. I'm not sitting here like, oh yeah, I want to see Maxine Dupree. No, because I know it ain't gonna be really nothing too hot or interesting, so. Yeah, Maxine wins, but again, like who really cares though? Chad Gable will be waiting for Gunther after SummerSlam. Yeah, that was ridiculous too tonight. They had this whole unnecessary match with Gunther that took up a lot of time. They did some stuff to take some time up tonight too. That just you could tell they was trying to waste and drag time. You could tell. They had a full sit down interview. I missed that. Ronda Rousey full sit down interview. I missed that. That sucks if they weren't even there. Maybe they'll come on SmackDown. The Judgment Day explained they will dominate at SummerSlam. Okay, all right, okay. Again, nothing really interesting. Nothing, because even with y'all, it's like the only interesting thing going on with Judgment Day right now is if Finn is going to turn on Damian, if Damian is going to win this title from whoever. That's like the only interesting part right now, and that's not even that great. And y'all still are repetitive. Dominic and Riz is getting played out to me. It's the same old boring stuff every single time. Now, what happened to Rhea after this was a little shocking. Because Rhea Ripley, I will say she did get her karma after this. Because it says Rhea Ripley used Dirty Dom's interference to target Raquel Rodriguez's knee in a brawl. So, what? She came out, start beating her up or whatever, Raquel, which was crazy, and they just stood there. Didn't so I felt like she did get some of her karma because it's like, hey, look how it feels when somebody's beating you up and nobody hitting them. Just like Rhea always does. She's always hitting dudes, but nobody never hits her back. Now here comes a woman hitting her, beating her up, and now the dudes don't hit her. You know what I'm saying? So now they can't defend you because nobody hits you as well. So now you got to sit there and you got to take the ass whooping. But I ain't really see this part though. Talking about she used Dirty Dom's interference to target. So that part I missed. So Raquel got her leg messed up afterwards. So I guess thanks to Dirty Dom, what did he distract her or something? I don't know. I mean, ain't they got a match coming up at SummerSlam? I don't know how a match gonna happen to y'all acting like see it now. That might tell you something. This could be the excuse right here for Raquel to lose this SummerSlam because they gonna act like, oh, her legs messed up. She gonna probably sell the leg. We seen her do the same thing with her arm, so she'll probably be doing it with the leg now. See, it's the same repeated stuff over and over, and this might be the win for Rhea because of that. And then have Raquel come back later. Then we got Shinsuke Nakamura defeating Tommaso Ciampa. Again, nobody really cares. Y'all got these same 3 to 4 dudes circulating around each other, but it's not building to anything and it's not getting them anywhere, right? Ciampa going against Shinsuke, or if it's Bronson, or you're always throwing it. It was funny with Bronson Reed because the last week it was like one of my first times ever hearing his damn entrance music, right? Because he don't do nothing but just crash people's matches and shit. He don't never really have real matches. I'm like, whoa, I ain't heard this song. Like, it just shows you something. And even in this match, he's sitting in the background stalking them, staring them down. I'm tired of seeing this little 3, 4, 5 way between these people. Again, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if Tommaso won. It doesn't matter if Shinsuke won. It just doesn't matter. Shinsuke won, but this is another one of the matches where you just like, wow, like I'm really finna get excited about Tommaso and Shinsuke, especially if you watch this stuff every week, and it's like, come on, we're literally keep seeing the same stuff. And even if it's a slight result, it's still going to equivalent to the same thing at the end of the day. That's why it's like hard to sit through. Then what else? Brock Lesnar unleashed a brutal beatdown on Cody Rhodes that utilized the steel steps and the earth-shattering F5 before that SummerSlam showdown. Now tell me you ain't never heard that before. Come on, man. These dudes been feuding for like half a year. They wrote that like that's something new. Like we ain't never seen Cody Rhodes get beat up on some steps and get F5'd. Come on, man. And that's what this was. And I knew it, man. And it's kind of sad because Cody Rhodes ain't doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing. This feud is so unnecessary in so many ways. It's just a waste of time to Cody. Honestly, I think Cody is being used in the wrong ways and just using him for who he is, but not using him in a way to where he can really be liked and favored. Everybody sings Cody's song, but they'll be mad, but Triple H would be mad if he got the belt over like a Seth, like, come on, now he's fighting the same dude who keeps beating him up. And I say the only funny part about this is when Brock kept beating him up and then the music would play and then he walked off and then he would take his hat off and then he came back, beat him up again, and then he did it again. Like, that was the only entertaining part, is the fact that he really was finna walk off and the music was playing and then he just turned around, came back, F5 his ass, all the stuff. So that was a little something. That was the only difference. But it's still like, man, how many times have we seen Cody Rhodes get beat up on Raw like this? Like, for real, by the same dude. Man. Gunther failed to defeat Chad Gable in the 5-minute challenge. Gunther defeats Chad Gable when the match continues. So another pointless, just goofy. Now you're trying to intertwine Alpha Academy with Gunther and his group. They always play the same role. Now you're going to put Chad against Gunther. Gunther doesn't last 5 minutes but wins. So predictable. Even this match nobody will really be interested in because at the end of the day Gunther was going to win. That's why they put the little 5-minute time thing, just to act like Chad can do something. But we know, like, if it really came down to it, Gunther more than likely would beat Chad, just like what happened at the end of the match. So then you had Becky Lynch defeat Trish Stratus by disqualification. Why would you even have them fight on here? Like, shouldn't they be at SummerSlam? Yeah, they fought, but then Zoe came in. Let me read. It says WWE official Adam Pearce refused to let Trish Stratus back out of her rematch with Becky Lynch. Moments after the match started, though, the WWE Hall of Famer and Zoe Stark suddenly executed a sneak attack on the man. Nevertheless, Lynch fought off the attack and forced Trish Stratus to hitting her with a chair. Okay, so she won because Zoe broke it up. See, and Zoe's always getting involved. This feud would be way better if Zoe wasn't even there. I swear, Zoe is just ruining this feud. She shouldn't even be involved in this feud. And shouldn't these must be fighting at SummerSlam? Like, why are they on Raw doing this? What's up with that? That don't even make sense. And last but not least, the main event, Seth freaking Rollins and Sami Zayn defeat Damian Priest and Dirty Dom. So you just keep putting Dominic in these damn main events, and he keeps doing the same thing. And this match, the finish was just so corny and goofy and stupid. I didn't like it. I did not like it. It ended dumb. It's like you put two of the most goofiest people on the same team, which is Sami Zayn and Seth Rollins. It's like both these dudes are totally overrated as hell and not that great. And this match showed it. It really did. I mean, Damian and Damian should be getting a little bit more off than what they give him too. That's why I feel like these Money in the Banks ain't gonna be nothing for real. They already playing games and they already adding goofy shit in. That was the dumbest shit. He was finna cash in because he had him in a good spot. But then he sat there for so long, and then Seth just came with a super kick and super kicked the Money in the Bank case into his face and then stomped him and won. Like, this was just terrible because it was so dumb. Like, they need to stop doing that. Like I said, they keep doing the same thing. Here go again. Why every show we got to have a question with the Money in the Bank? You should make it more of a surprise, especially if you ain't going to do nothing with it. Like, that's a stupid way to be like, oh, Money in the Bank is still in his hands. But one thing I did notice, though, is that Damian did get busted open pretty bad. I think that was real. His stuff was bleeding pretty bad. He had his hand covering his eye towards the end. So, damn you, Seth Rollins. How hard did you kick that damn Money in the Bank briefcase? Like, you must have kicked that thing really hard because that dude was like leaking at the end of this, man. And again, the match sucks. Sami Zayn sucks. Seth Rollins sucks. Judgment Day tried to pull what Judgment Day do. Kevin Owens is still, now he's hurt, injured, so you just put Seth on. This is dumb, man. I told you this man be having favorites and goofy shit. This is why it's not getting entertaining, because it doesn't feel fair anymore, and it doesn't feel like everyone has a shot anymore. It's just, hey guys, let's watch the same people win and do the same thing against the same people every week. I mean, at least it reminds me of back in the day, man. They'll do more shit backstage or something. Like, y'all ain't even doing nothing backstage. Y'all just like, hey, go to the ring. Do the same promo. Okay, next week, hey guys, go to the ring. Do the same promo. What? Alright. Please like this video, comment, and subscribe if you have not. Oh, man. If I had to rate this, I guess 1 out of 5, man. 1 out of 5 in my book. This just wasn't really good and was not easy to sit through. It wasn't. SmackDown goes a little bit quicker, a little bit smoother, and 2 hours is less time, you know. They really got to do a lot to Raw pick it up, but they built this roster that they want, how they wanted to do it, so I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys on the later tip. Peace.